Ópera apresenta ExpoGestão.
Thanks a lot, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to be here this afternoon. But before I get started and I explain to you as to why we believe that design makes the world a better place, I wish to share with you one thing and explains one of the reasons why I'm here this afternoon. Well, we do business in Brazil, as I will explain to you in a moment. But I have some deep roots here in this country because part of my family relocated here many years ago. And in recent times, I remember that one of my first business trips outside of Europe was here in your country that I started loving since then. And one of my best friends is Mr. Carlos Olsen, that I used to meet when I was at university in Chicago a few years ago. Well, long years, many years ago. And just to explain why Italians and Brazilians are so close, as Carlos was unable to be here this afternoon, he invited his mom to come here and to say hello on his behalf. Isn't that wonderful? So this is why then I'm really happy to be here and entertain you for a while. Well, now in the next 30 minutes or so, I would like to immerse yourself in the world of design and technology in domains that are both fascinating but business-oriented as well. I'll strive at proving to you that the centennial and futuristic know-how, intellectual tools, as well as craftsmanship can be easily embedded in the business and make it better. Indeed, we will make a journey through innovation and beauty, business creation and user experience. We will elaborate on why design makes the world a better place and why more design means more business. Let's then get started. No man ever steps in the same river twice. Never like today. This statement has been so true. All flows, all changes. We are experiencing the impact of IoT devices and new social trends. Shared economy is drastically changing people's behavior. If we thought that Toyota Total Quality System was the end of the story in manufacturing, we were very wrong. Smart factories, the fourth industrial revolution, are taken to an unheard level, quantum steps away from what we could imagine a few years ago. All above makes a dramatic impact on people's lives. User experience is getting centric for business success rather than product technologies. Each and every customer wants a personalized product and service. Think about a smartphone. And take for another example, automotive. It seemed that the mass traditional and solid industry centered on technology was different. Very wrong statement today. Mr. Samuelson, the chief executive of one of the most successful car manufacturers at present, Volvo, stated that clearly. Design is more and more important. 20 years ago, people would have been thinking about fuel consumption first. Now, it's design. But what is design? There are several definitions. However, all have in common the same paradigm. Design is the perfect combination of two apparently opposed but coexisting souls, aesthetics and beauty on one side, technology and functionality on the other side. Technology is innovation. Innovation is a critical attribute for any service and product. Then design is meant to humanize innovation. Indeed, design breathes soul into real machines or virtual interfaces. It is the soul that conveys emotion, feelings, experiences, all becoming the distinctive trait of a product or a service. Therefore, product and or services are ultimate sources of experience. Design combines what makes stuff work, technology, and what makes you sell it, the emotions. Emotions, indeed, delivered through design, sells products, and makes possible to realize profits. Said, in other words, the beauty sells, the ugliness does not. This concept is not simply an idea of ours. It was already mentioned in 1887 by the American Congress Design Patent Act. It is design that sells the article and so that makes it possible to realize any profit at all. In this context, we are talking about industrial products, be it a building, a machine, a ship, a car. All of them takes birth as lifeless objects. Design breathes the soul into machines. It is the soul that conveys emotions, feeling, experience, all becoming the trait of a product. And design becomes the product. From 1916, the Coca-Cola bottle identifies the product. If we give a 4-year-old child a bottle of Coca-Cola while holding it to sip, he will make a mental picture of the bottle design. From then till his oldness, that design will always be a Coca-Cola for him. This is what we call customer experience. In essence, you are not hearing anything new here. Though we tend to forget it, as a businesswomen and men, what matters to us in simple terms is that our companies have to make profit. As it will become more evident during my speech, design adds value to our business, acting through its multiple aspects. Physical design, digital design, virtual modeling, virtual prototyping, human-to-machines interface, design thinking, artificial intelligence. Now, at this point, I need to clarify one thing. I'm not a designer, nor I will ever be. I'm a physicist with an inclination for math and finance. Therefore, while I trust in God, everyone else brings data, as the $1 bill says. In this case, data were brought in by study recently published by McKinsey. McKinsey studied 300 companies and found that those leveraging design as part of their corporate strategy increased their revenues and shareholders' returns at nearly twice the rate of their industry counterparts. I doubt that McKinsey study alone has convinced you. Then let me continue. Let me argue that companies leveraging design are more profitable because they buy into customer willingness to pay an extra for a unique journey. Indeed, design delivers an intrinsic user value through the creation of unique experiences for the consumer, improving his daily life, satisfying his ego, and any other personal desire. By the narrative, the sense of belonging, our marketing people keep saying to us. Now, let me turn to an Italian design and to our Pininfarina design values. Italy is a country where beauty, art, elegance are cultural values since centuries, as this picture shows. By the way, this picture is a painting called Città Ideale, the Ideal City, by Piero della Francesca, about 1490. Well, additionally, Italians descend from Romans, and Romans were great engineers. The bridges, aqueducts, buildings are in use still today. And Leonardo, the greatest engineer of all times, mastered the combination of beauty and technology, conceiving both extraordinary masterpieces and futuristic machines. As you might know, this year is the 500th anniversary of Leonardo's death, and we are conceiving, as Pininfarina, some particular pieces to commemorate his genius. Combining art and technology, Leonardo was the quintessence of Italian art and technology. This is the legacy from which we are born. Therefore, not surprised when we say that Italian design combines art and beauty with technology and functions. This is our roots, leading to our own design philosophy. Just a short video to show you pictorially what we are.
In Pininfarina, the future started 90 years ago. From the very beginning, we designed cars as innovative experiences by engineering every aspect of their perfection. And then we began to conceive new ways to live, to move, and to enjoy everyday activities. Pushing our imagination forward, exploring new roads and opportunities to interact with people, because our idea of the customer experience is based on the firm belief that design is part of our lives. That's why we always give a human shape even to digital innovation. This is made possible thanks to our unique methodology. Every project is structured into 4 important phases: discovery, design, development, and delivery to market. We call it the 4D philosophy. Everybody can improve what already exists, but the real challenge is being able to design the unexpected, giving a wonderful shape to a brand new function. When you believe you can connect innovation with elegance and purity, everything is possible. Pininfarina, we move dreams.
Pininfarina is part of the Italian design history, and it is a history born in 1930 with Battista, taken forward by Sergio and prolonged by Andrea, Paolo, and very humbly by us. How we define ourselves? We are a luxury design and engineering house. But mostly, and most important, we create meaningful experience for our partners and users, and we are striving to adding values to their lives. Design companies live in the future. We design and build innovative solutions in several set of industries, all sharing the same core values: elegance, purity, innovation. Well, I will not spend time here to remind you the pieces of art that we have designed, engineered, and built for Ferrari, for Maserati, and most recently for our own brand, Automotive Pininfarina. And we have just presented this vehicle, named after the founder, Battista. Is the first all-electric Italian hypercar, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in less than 2 seconds. And we are been engineering and manufacturing this car in our headquarters in Italy. If someone is interested, we can talk later. You will reckon that all these vehicles solicit meaningful experience for the end users. Now, the paradigm shift that the world experiences today is from technologic-centric design to human-centric design. It's something that we have always exercised. This is what I anticipated to you at the beginning of my speech. End users or product buyers want personalized experiences and products. They want to be at the center of the target. They want to feel emotions. They want to engage themselves in a unique journey tailored to their needs. This is nothing new to us, as we've done it successfully for about 90 years. We have built unique experiences designing and realizing physical objects. Now, there is a new fact emerging. Emotions have to be solicited not only through physical objects, but through the combination of physical and digital worlds. Think about car interiors. Users expect a simple and engaging interaction with the machines, just like with a smartphone. At that time, we have designed an immersive user-machine interface for one of our clients. The convergence between digital and physical design represents the single major change affecting the world of design. And an additional one is in the field of deep learning and artificial intelligence that I will not elaborate on this afternoon. And if someone is interested to talking about, I will be happy to. This approach is applied in all the market sectors in which Pininfarina operates, and we generate opportunities in several industries. And the fact that we are working in so many different verticals brings something that is very special, and is the contamination among and across all verticals and cross-fertilizations that bring advantages in two directions. The first one is is in the creativity and the user experience point of view. No matter if we design an auto, a building, or a vending machine, our designers share their design capabilities, know-how, and concepts from one sector to another, thus creating a holistic and distinctive experience for the end user. The second advantage is in the technology and in the engineering from the engineering standpoint. Methodologies, technical solutions, materials are used from one sector to another in order to offer sustainable and innovative solutions. Here the advantage is product innovation. Let me tell you a concrete example of what I mean. I have yet anticipated the topic of autonomous driving. Car interiors will dramatically evolve, requiring more freedom to define a user. Vehicles will become environments where people can have leisure time, be entertained, conduct meetings. In such a context, car interior layout will be highly affected by home interior design. But interior home design is what we do since many years. And the contamination between these two worlds enable us to pioneer the progress. And I want to conclude this with this part of my say, telling you how important is the human content in whatever we do. We do often engage philosophers, sociologists, in addition to our architects and designers in conceiving products. Why this? Because in the end, what we design and what we conceive is an experience for our end users. And therefore, the design is the glue across all these competencies that needs to get together, creating this uniqueness that makes, in the end, be successful as a company. Now, let me spend a couple of words regarding the Pininfarina strategy. As you might see, our strategy is hinged on two clusters: engineering services in the auto industry, and design and brand extension in several other industries. Our strategy is based on our heritage. We are a technology and engineering house. We have designed more than 1,500 vehicles. Some are among the most celebrated cars of the automotive history. We have manufactured more than 1.2 million cars, many of them still running on the roads of the world for the pleasure of many. Since about a decade, we have dismissed our manufacturing operations, but we kept intact the soul of the company, the engineering and design soul. And from this we are growing again. Today, our headquarters is based in Torino, Italy, close to the very first car shop our founder built some 89 years ago. In addition to Europe, our strategic markets are China and the Americas. As in both markets, so many initiatives are happening in our business. From our design studio in Miami, we are serving our clients in North America, Central America, South America, and the Caribbean. Our capabilities cover physical and digital design in architecture, transportation, that means aviation and nautical, and industrial design. Our people are very international. They speak 9 languages. They are highly skilled. In recent years, the local presence in Brazil is getting larger and larger, and we have very strong clients with repeated business. We are conceiving and designing projects in very varied sectors. Let me mention some of them, from which of the examples that you will see in the following slides, you will understand which is the customer journey that we are designing for our clients and for their end users or our end users. This is a Miami bus shelter. It's designed by us. It's intended to be of an iconic nature and incorporate features including innovative modular design and technology, solar panels, for instance, passenger security protection, display of CD provided real-time bus arrival information, enhancing passenger transit experience. And you see then the convergence between physical and digital. Moving people is something that we have always done. When you design a car, in reality, you are definitely putting your hat of someone that has to create an experience for the gentleman or the lady that is driving the vehicle, right? That is exactly the same thing. And as we convey emotions to designing a car, we design the experience of someone that would take a bus. In addition to the shelters, we'll provide the city with a unified and recognizable brand and experience. I will come back to the concept of brand later. Another example is Cisco, for which we have redefined their DNA and their design language. When you have several products, mostly uncorrelated one to the other, you have to find what is key, what would make those products being seen as part of the same story, part of the same language, part of the same journey that you would provide to your clients. And therefore, Cisco, that has so many different products, we're looking at something that would have been recognized by their clients as unique. Therefore, our work has been focused on enhancing the brand perception and consistency, avoiding confusing messages. We improved through this work their product positioning that helps to build a long-term competitive advantage. And as an effect, defining the key components of a portfolio of products, we have identified supply chain efficiencies through the creation of economy of scale on high-volume component production. Isn't that powerful? Design had a direct impact on the business success of our clients' products. Another example that I want to mention is the Magic development that happens to be in Orlando, Florida. We have been building those buildings for mixed use. Will include 250,000 square feet of retail and a total of 1,800 units. That will be a mix of residential, condo, fractional units, as well as nightly rental hotel rooms. Here you can see the plan view of the entire development, the entire project. I mentioned one of the sectors we are working is in aviation. A project developed in conjunction between our Miami design office and the Italian design office, that is the Istanbul International Airport Control Tower. The design is based on a tulip, the symbol of prosperity and luck for locals. It's the tallest air traffic control ever built, 90 meters, and is located in Istanbul in the new airport that has opened just recently, less than a year ago, in fact, October 2018, and is planned to become the busiest airport in the world. That building has been awarded the Chicago Atheneum Museum of Architecture and Design Prize. It has been built in collaboration with Ecom, that is the tower is sustainable, with cooling heating system, a renewable, low carbon and passive design strategy. And when we have started designing the tower, we've been designing the interiors of the airport itself. Therefore, from the moment that you will never walk through the tower, but you will see it whilst landing, and then you will go in through the terminal airport, you will recognize the same language, therefore the same experience for the passengers. Now, let's take a plane now from Istanbul to Brazil. Let's fly to Balneário Camboriú, and sorry for the pronunciation. And we've done it for a project for our client Pasqualotto. It's a beachside city where many people have vacations very close to here. So I'm not preaching the choir here. I mean, you know better than me the region. And but let me talk about 3 projects that are running in that city. We have a yacht house. It's the tallest standing 2 towers in South America. The structure of the building is constituted by 2 parts, the base and the towers. The base has been conceived as the keel of a yacht, ready to move and dive into the sea. That is a reminiscence of Pininfarina's identity and tradition in transportation sector. The base houses a garage as well as a commercial area. Yacht House is located between the river and the sea with a privileged access to Marina Tedesco, the most prestigious marina in the south of the country. There is a second project that is Vitra, that has won the prestigious 2015 American Architecture Award, assigned the best new buildings designed and constructed by American architects in the US and abroad. Vitra is a commercial and residential project. The base of the building is a commercial area and is distinguished from the residential area through the iconic bending design. In addition to the exterior, we have designed all the common areas of the building. And we have a third project called La Città. And differently from the previous project, this building is in the city. Here as well, we have designed the interior and the exterior as well as a common area like the pool. We have another example that we wanted to share with you, that is the so-called Casa Cora Miami. Speed forms and their provocations of emotionality are in the blood of transportation designers, and we have unveiled an outdoor installation at the 2018 Casa Cora, which took place in the heart of Brickell in Miami, inspired by these speed forms. We have explored the public space in a way that encourages human interactions while providing beauty and functionality. Then, as I previously said, there are several other different sectors in which we are active. We have designed dozens of yachts and luxury boats. For instance, this is a Schaefer. For Schaefer, we have designed a few yachts, including this model 510. But now, let me conclude with one of the masterpieces of the latest year, the Sirela Tower in São Paulo. This is one of the best buildings that we go proud of, and we are happy that has been conceived in this part of the world and has been made and realized here in São Paulo, in Brazil. And when yesterday I was visiting it with the designer that is here with me, that is Paolo Trevisan, and the other gentleman that is Claudio da Sola that made everything happening, I was really touched. And this building has been completed last year, has won the IF Design Award in 2016, and it is the first Pininfarina project in São Paulo, located downtown in the business area, and is addressing social trends in Brazil, that is limited space, design differentiation, and luxury. The common areas of the project are also featuring interesting service options and full leisure facilities that are there, that we have designed each and every of them, in a way that when people would walk in through the main gate, will get into a new experience. They will really live the experience that we have designed for them. That is not, in this case, is very simply understood what is it, but it's the same experience that we try to design in every single service or product that we conceive. Now, before ending my say, I cannot leave untouched the subject that matters to business as much as quarterly results. The building of a brand and how design builds up brands. Brand, as we conceive it, is what a company does at its best repeatedly over a long period of time. Therefore, design is a tool to create, sustain, and enhance company profits. Indeed, it is design that makes a service or a product to be seen as unique, for it enables the creation of personalized and user's experience and creates the narrative around it. A brand recognition implies customer loyalty. In other words, design solicits emotions, developing them into customer loyalty to a brand. Isn't that powerful? This is the power of design. And this is how companies deliver superior results, superior total shareholders' return and growth. I could elaborate a lot over this matter, but I believe that you understand it very well by now. As I mentioned at the beginning, the world is changing at an unprecedented pace. We have to change faster if we want to keep ahead of the competition. Do you remember the Red Queen talking to Alice about it? We are here to run. We are here to innovate twice as fast to help our customers to make the tomorrow become today. And therefore, if we succeed in doing so, we would have made design making the world a better place. I thank you so much.
Ópera apresenta ExpoGestão.